welcome back to episode 69. I think it's 69. I hope it's 69. I'll put a thing in if it's not. But welcome to the latest episode of Advice for Buffoons. This will be the last Advice for Buffoons episode of the year, which is very exciting. So we're going to end it on a high note. I've got some prepared material here. We can get into that in a little bit. We have some very special stuff for you guys. Unfortunately, today is a solo episode. And the reason for that is because Tyler is gone. He's gone away. He's coming back eventually, but right now he's eating dinner with his family and his family friends for the next 4 days. He's having family dinners for 4 days in a row, and so he's not going to be here for a little while, but that's okay. So it is currently December 29th, so Christmas, New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or whatever is like 2-3 days away. So that's very exciting. If you guys have any New Year's resolutions, hit the like and comment, subscribe. You can share them if you want. I don't know if I'll read them, but just remember to hit that like, comment, subscribe. Because what's most important in this new year is community. No? So, we kind of got to make that work together. I'm sorry, my fucking phone. My phone was buzzing. I got to turn that off. So we got to make that work together. So I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I know I did. I got some dope shit for Christmas. Got a label maker. We can try that out. So for example, I can write just crazy, hilarious. Check this out. You're gonna love this. And listen to this nice noise it makes. You hear this? You just. I got a label. I can just put that label wherever I want now. So we can just. See? Now I can basically make my own shirts. I can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Just if I want to make it with the label maker, it's only so big, so I got to make it pretty small. What else did I get? I got label paper for the label maker. I got I got a glasses case. I don't have any glasses, but I did get a glasses case, so when I have glasses, I can put them in this case. Also, clap sync. 3, 2, 1. So that's pretty much all I have for Christmas. But it was very, very, very exciting. Very exciting stuff. I hope you guys got amazing things. I hope you got toys. I hope you got money. I know a lot of people are pretty cheap these days. They don't like giving out toys. But what are you going to do? I also got this Yeti can holder. It holds my can because I drink a lot of soda, so now I can have it protected. It wouldn't be the first time that I spilt soda if I did spill it, so now I have this protector. I'm trying out a new style. Let me know if it works. Sort of trying to combine like blue collar and sort of like fashion Nova chic kind of thing. So I hope it's working. If not, just leave a comment, tell me I look fucked up. But if you think I look dope, let me know. I got that champion shirt on, that Walmart special. I got I got them fucking nooks. I got nook slippers on. I got the goddamn. I got the. I got the Fila shorts. So we're dripped the fuck out on this special New Year's. 2 days before New Year's Eve day. Uh, yeah. So I got my bubbly. I got my advice for buffoons. So I figure we can just get straight into it, because I'm probably gonna get distracted and it's gonna take us some time to get through it. But there's not too much. But we got some serious. We got some serious content here. So I was supposed to read this at the beginning, so I'll have to. A very special Advice for Buffoons New Year's special. A very special thank you to our sponsors and the following brands for making this episode giantly possible: Spiked Coke, Hard Pepsi, Medicinal Mountain Dew Hard, Snapple Spiked, Sevens Hard 7-Up, water mixed with alcohol, Jedediah's Alcoholic Grunk, Gronk Monster with a triple stack. That's a triple. You take 3 pills of ecstasy, you press them into one thing. Cooler with no label from Cuban Importation Services. Weed that gives you a panic attack. Casper Mattress. They misspelt it on here as Casper Mattress though. Cherry Neutral. Pearl Milling Company's 40 proof syrup, previously known as Aunt Jemima's Bayou Brew. Despite poisoning my people for hundreds of years, alcohol keeps the world spinning the best way. So remember to drink as much as you want and spend even more than that. And after that, I have a few New Year's resolutions. If you're wondering what the money for the sponsor went to, I got a Carhartt toque on, and I think that sort of answers that question. So here are a list of New Year's resolutions that the fans wrote in for. Okay. Hello. I have a bit of a problem, and I thought he's misspelled that, and I thought writing you guys would maybe help me out. See, I have a severe allergy to milk and caffeine, but the problem is this, and it's a big one. I eat 6 chocolate bars a day. Thankfully, I have hypermetabolism, so I get to eat 8,000 calories a day. I really want to stop eating chocolate because I keep going to anaphylactic shock. I go through, if I had to guess, 5 EpiPens a week. I really don't know how to stop eating chocolate, but it's my New Year's resolution. I considered switching to allergen-free chocolate, but that is honestly kind of gay. That's homophobic. That's homophobic. You can't say that. Anyhow, I want to stop eating that shit. Sincerely, Milky S. Hershey. The S stands for sugar. So I know you didn't ask for any advice, but I'm going to give you some. If you are eating so much chocolate that you are going to anaphylactic shock on a daily basis, that you could die. You will die. And if you are who I think you are, we need you in this world. We need what you provide. It's not. There comes a time in everyone's life where you stop living for you and you start living for someone else. And I think that you reached that time when you took on that name, that last name. You might be allergic to chocolate, but not everyone is, buddy. So I would say definitely that's a good resolution. Stick to that resolution. If you need help with that resolution, there is Narcotics Anonymous. There is, you could take up nicotine. It could maybe sort of switch the situation because, nicotine's not good for you. But if it's a kind of situation where you're going to go into anaphylactic shock now, or, get some kind of evil disease in 20 years, I think that it's worth it to jump to that, to make that switch, or even switch to alcohol or Coke or something, because once again, even if you're doing Coke, well, I don't know if there's caffeine in Coke, but I I don't know. So basically, any other hobby you could pick up is probably safer than this chocolate bar business. So I would switch to that. Additionally, I would try to cut down on the use of calling stuff gay. It doesn't look good. It's not. It just doesn't. It's not good. So this one's from Athena. Uh, if I get a $600 check from the government, my New Year's resolution will be taking care of my remains. I'm an organ donor, but what is left over is still my responsibility to dispose of properly. I've procrastinated doing anything about this until finally. The pressure of procrastination is weighing heavily on me, and hey, the extra money I need is coming from the government. That doesn't happen too often. I might be able to keep this New Year's resolution better than a promise to lose weight or read more. A New Year's resolution that is spread over several months seems to lose energy soon after New Year. What is your New Year's resolution, or what do you think of making a New Year's resolution? I don't know what that's about, but I'm glad that the government's helping you out with that resolution, man. I hope everything's okay. Mm, my resolution is that um, I want to try out new styles, and I want to talk back to my coworkers a lot more. I think a lot of them get away with quite a bit, and it agitates me. I don't like it when they're giving me shit. So I would kind of like to spit that venom back at them a little bit. And recently, I've sort of been dressing like a Simpson, where I wear the same white shirt, blue pants every day on that Homer shit, or blue short, orange shirt on that Bart shit. So, what do I think of making New Year's resolution? I think you do you. So this is not trying to judge. Sent this letter in. Whole chicken expired 30th. Just checked my chicken in the fridge. I was planning to roast tomorrow. Blasted thing expired yesterday. Uh, what weeboo to would I WIBU to keep until tomorrow? I don't know what that means. Or should I chuck in the oven today and have a New Year's Eve roast instead? The fuck? How the hell do you get a whole chicken and not realize it's gonna expire on the 30th? Like, should I chuck it? Have a roast New Year's Eve roast instead. I was planning to roast tomorrow. So you were planning on roasting a chicken on New Year's Day, and you didn't know that it expired the day before New Year's Eve. Like, it's a full 2 days before your plan. I don't know what the hell you were thinking, and why. I don't know how you didn't know that it expired. Like, if you wanted to make a whole chicken for New Year's Eve, you'd think you'd buy it closer to the date so it didn't expire, or at least check the label. But once again, their name's not trying to judge, so I'm not trying to judge either. This one's from Longlocks. Why do Xmas ads have snow in them? I'm 43 years old and never remember snow at Christmas. Had years when it snowed around New Year's Day. Christmas ads have snow in them because it snows in December, usually. Maybe wherever you're from, like the Sahara or the Gobi or something along those lines, it doesn't snow on Christmas, but for a good chunk of the world it does. So that is why those ads have the snow situation. And like, if you watch a lot of cartoons like I do, you'll notice that a lot of cartoons also feature snow in them, even cartoons that aren't about Christmas, such as South Park, or there's more. South Park, or there's lots of cartoons with snow, man. I mean, yeah, that's why those ads have snow in them, because it snows on Christmas, baby. Let's move on. Good New Year's. I want to tell my resolution. My resolute is will fix a lot of thing. I am Mag Nog Chili Roche and am homunculi. Sorcerer made me in big pot with goo and red slop. I have 0 leg, 3 arm, 1 eye. Resolution is 2 leg and 3 eye, 2 arm, 3 arm, no useful, 0 leg, no useful, 1 eye, cannot see 3D. One eye cannot see 3D. Sorcerer want me play soccer, so need leg and eyes. Arm for Magnog. Sincerely, Magnog. Edited by Sorcerer. Well, Magnog, thank you for the letter. That was very nice of you. I don't know. I didn't know you could make homunculi eyes, and I didn't know that sorcerers were the ones to take care of that sort of thing. So that's actually quite impressive. So yeah, thank you for writing in. I don't know how you wrote that with 0. Oh, 3 arm. Yeah, 3 arm. So that makes sense. 1 eye. I could see that being hard to write. So that would explain some of the spelling errors, which I forgive you for, even though it's kind of annoying to have to sort of read through your crap. Resolution is 2 leg, 3 eye, no arm, 0 leg, 3. With 0 leg, though, I have to wonder how you got to the post office, but I can assume that the sorcerer brought it to the post office because he also edited your writing. So he also edited your writing. So I assume that's who brought it to the post office. So thank you for writing Magnog. I hope you get your wish. I don't know. Resolution is too... Usually resolutions are like, I want to lose weight, or I want to go to the gym more, or I want to start eating better, or, I want to make more friends. But I suppose 2 leg, what was this? 2 leg, 2 arm, 3 eye, 2 arm, 3 arm. Resolution is 2 leg and 3 eye, 2 arm. Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work. I assume the sorcerer, but I don't know why it had to be a resolution if the sorcerer could do it, but beats me. So happy Christmas. My resolution is to work less. It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a good one. I feel like I've spent so much of my life working for others and not for myself. I feel like I'm the whole world's dad, but not my own children's dad. Goodness. I feel like I'm the whole world's dad, but not my own children's dad. I feel like I spend all year thinking about right and wrong. My missus and many, many kids have always stood by me, but it's time that I stand for them and their long ears. They deserve presents as much as anyone else. I've never spent Christmas with my family. I'm officially quitting my job, retiring, and letting the next generation take over. I also eat too much milk and cookies. Sincerely, Santa. So, I just want to say that if you are out there and you are missing your family, you are missing feels like your life is passing you by because you're always working on Christmas Day and eating milk and cookies and stuff. I just want you to know that, this is not, life is about joy. Life is about family, right? You gotta center that. I understand it's hard with work and stuff. But you gotta find that time. So you don't want to be like Santa, where your whole life passes you by and you eat all this milk, eat all these cookies, and your many kids, and what happened, what goes so forth. So I appreciate that, Santa. That was a very honest letter, and I wish you the best in your retirement. So unfortunately, I didn't get too many letters. I have one more, but in the meantime, I sought out what other people were doing for New Year's, so I went to some forums and I spoke to a couple people. I was actually an online chat room. So I said, "What is everyone doing for New Year's?" Desi Mard 9 said, Hausi Ron, Chinal Voice Cam, PR Zalil, Hoker Chudna Chaheji Zalil, Krunga no Kaudi Ki Tere Galeman. Ajay Mumbai said, any working women? Manure RP said, RP idea. Wild Lion said, show me dirty boobs DM. Manju said hi. Maya said hi. Hi F22 said, I'm into older men. And Lust Guy Meat Safe said, any lady vacation Chinai. So here you can see the logs there. That's a screenshot, but I don't use color, so you can't see, but these people all had crazy awesome colors. There was a lot of interesting messages in the general chat, so I actually couldn't he had a very good answer there, so we had to switch DMs. I mean, there were chats that were like mother son RP, um, submissive breakable man, come watch, meet with me, send pic, I will get you, stuff like that. Um, Come meet safe, I won't hurt. So I had to sort of engage with some people on individually. So I spoke to Erwin first. I said, Erwin, what are you doing for New Year's? Erwin said, probably drink. Is that exciting? I said, how much drink? Erwin said, a bottle of vodka. Maybe two. What are you doing? I said, I'm eating a big sandwich for the day. I love eating meat and lettuce. Erwin said, that's nice. What meat? I said, chicken, lamb, goat, rat. Erwin said, rat? I said, yes. New Year's rat is popular in my country. Erwin says, which country? I say, Greenland. He says, oh, have a new sandwich then. Juicy one. Then I spoke to Salman25 US. He said, my New Year's plan is to eat healthy and make more money. Need more money. How much money will you do with it? I asked. He says, I want to at least another 20,000 USD. Buy a nice car. I can send if you do bad stuff on New Year, I told him. I went on to say, if you do bad stuff, I'll send money. No more New Year, no eat healthy. And I was trying to sort of see what his dedication to these resolutions were. He said, lol, your ASL. I said, 19F Pakistan. Promise to abandon your plans, and I sent pic. He said, I'll abandon them. I said, say it. He said, I promise to abandon my plans if you send a pic. Then I said, say you will have sex with your mom and I will send you naked pics. And he said he will have sex with his mom. That's right there. That's what this guy said. That's fucking crazy. That's not that's not even a bit. He just said that, and that was it. That was the end of the conversation. I stopped talking to him after that. He said send pic, and I said I lie, and he did not get back to me. Afterwards, I spoke to guest 6552. Well, no, I was guest, and I had to change my username. I said, I will be getting a big sandwich for New Year's. Guest Low said, oh, that's it? I said, yes, pretty much. What about you? Guest Low said, nothing special. Just arranged a foreigner prostitute. I said, really? What her like? He said, she's going under 25 and fair good looking. Let's see when she arrives. I said, that is very exciting, my friend. Does she like New Year? He said, of course she does. What was that quest? I said, well, do you like New Year? He responds, IDK, I'm just going to fuck her. She have no hand. So she has no hands, this prostitute. So that was guest low. I also spoke to a sorcerer who said they would teach me Verakash, but they wanted a body pick, and I didn't have one of those, so I didn't send. And I also spoke to Muslim Boy 2. Muslim Boy 2 asked me my ASL. I said female 19 Pakistan. He did not get back to me. I guess he doesn't like Pakistan. But we have one last letter, and this one I don't care for. For New Year's, I will climb into your home and take your life along with your family. I do not believe in time or New Year's. I will use a knife to turn your life into death. I promise you this. I'm a killer, first, last, and always. Your home will run red with slick blood as your corpse floats in the river. Sincerely, the Grinch. You don't say that to people. That's not right. You don't fucking say that kind of stuff. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the Grinch. I don't care if you're Santa Claus. It stops now. And enough. No more. So that was all the content I had. And we're about 25 minutes in, so the rest of it's going to be shooting the shit. So you can always put it on double speed, but don't click off because there's going to be some great stuff. It's been an exciting year for AFB. There's been a lot of big moments, such as Rachel Rich's auditing me, the podcast getting audited, like a few episodes, like 30 episodes ago, we got audited. Getting the microphones. The microphones is a straight up 2025 thing. switching from filming in the car to filming in my house. Major changes. Our first guest appearance, I think, was like the first day of the new year, some bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. Um, Getting a job, crazy, crazy big development for the unemployed host of AFB. And I hope you guys have had big, crazy year 2025s also, because life's about living. You gotta keep that moving. You gotta keep it rolling, baby. So I hope that your year was gloriously beautiful and amazing, and I hope that you continue to live even if it's so hard and you don't like doing it. And I hope also that you guys will eventually subscribe, because according to YouTube, over 99% of you are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that comment. Sound off in the comments down below. And you'll be my biggest fan. I'll put you on the shop. You can do whatever you want. You're my biggest fan. I'll be your best friend. Yeti. I've been gaming, and I hope to game more in the new year. One of the worst parts of getting a job is that you can't fucking game. You just have to sit at work and look at the computer. You don't even have to work most of the time. A good chunk of the time, if you work in an office, like probably 50% of the time, you can kind of just sit around and do fuck all. But it's that other 50 that really kills you, because even if you're doing fuck all, you might be able to listen to music or podcasts or whatever, but you can't just go home and play video games. You can't go home and play Outer Worlds 2 or No Man's Sky, which is it's a load, man. It's fucking stupid. So you have to do all this dumbass bullshit. You have to go rub your belly. You have to go play outside. You have to go hug your dog. You have to go hug your neighbor. Whatever. Fuck. And it's just it's a total rip. Because the only thing that is really dope about, like, probably the dopest thing about capitalism is like two things. That's like soda and video games. That's like the only two things that are dope, because and even video games is up in the air, because Tetris was made in the Soviet Union, and that's like one of the best games ever made, and also is like sold the most copies like ever or something. Maybe I think that's Minecraft now, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy. All these people playing Tetris, and you're playing a communist game. That's why you're dropping all the blocks. In a capitalist game, you'd be lifting blocks up, because you don't want them. You basically, what I'm trying to say is that communism makes better video games, and I can prove it, because Dead Cells was made by a anarchist cooperative, and Shovel Knight was made by a capitalist indie developer, and Dead Cells is way better. So I guess what I'm really saying is that the only cool thing about capitalism is soda. And you can't have soda at work, but you can't play video games because work takes you away from that. But under communism, you probably would be able to play games at work, I assume. You might even be able to do a job where you play video games for work, just like kind of whatever you want. And as long as you just like keep playing, you get paid. I assume. I don't really know how that would work. I think that communism doesn't have an answer for gaming just yet, but I know some of our best minds are working on that. So, hopefully, fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go the fascist route, but I don't want to do that. So just... and I mean, it goes to show how much I love you guys, because I would rather be playing PS5 right now. There's a ton of... but I'm so dedicated to this show, I do it for free. I don't do work for free. If they stop paying me, I'd stop going in. I'm not a volunteer. I don't believe in anything. The only thing I believe in is soda, substances, fun, family, friends, goodness, kindness, helpfulness, thoughtfulness, and money. That's the 10 things. That's the 10 crucibles. And so podcasting does not even hit those 10 crucibles. I mean, it's sort of included under the other stuff in a roundabout way, but not completely, mind you. It's not a sure thing. So, I mean, in the new year, there's going to be some major stuff going on with AFB. I'm thinking we're going to try to get more guests. I want more guests. I want better produced episodes, not like this whole set thing, but like more structured content. Probably we're going to do a comedy club episode. I want to do a comedy club episode very soon. Those I love those ones. I don't know what you guys think, but I like them. Um I wanted there's lots of stuff I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't make any promises because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, so I can't make any promises. But that's what I want to do, and I'm hoping we can. I'm sure we can, but we might also have to do a car episode for old time's sake. But that will have to be in the spring because when we did it with Richie in the car, we got so cold that we were in physical pain, and we almost got frostbite. We almost had to go to the doctor, so that was not a good scene. But it was a decent episode. It was okay. I mean, you can see in that video, it's like at the beginning of the video, it's warm, and then you can almost see the air shift, like there's like a darkness or a blueness or something that just gets sucked out by the cold. Like a cold room, I don't even know how to explain it, but a cold room looks different than a warm room. I don't know what it is, but you can almost tell. It's bizarre. And the same goes for cars, because cars are basically just rooms on wheels, which is so fascinating. Which is so fascinating because usually rooms don't move too much, in my experience. But I have seen those cars that drive with the houses on the back. Solo episodes are so lonely. I'm just sitting here all alone, talking to myself. There's nothing funny going on. I'm not saying anything hilarious. It's just sad. It's just sad. And then you start thinking about what that Grinch guy said and how he's gonna slice my whole fucking family up. Cut the baby, cut the daddy, cut the mommy open, cut the mommy and the daddy open. Make the daddy cut the mommy open, make the mommy cut the daddy. Take a poop, eat some poop, fart on poop, piss on poop. Fucking drink my soda and fucking piss in it, then make me drink it, then I puke. Then he poops on the puke, and then he fucking drinks my soda, pours the soda all over the poop. And that's just not ideal. Because there's only so much a man can take before he gets a tummy ache. In Guantanamo Bay, which is, I believe it's still open. I'm pretty sure, but let me look this up. Guantanamo Bay. I think that is this motherfucker still open? This is still open. Uh, Population 15. There's 15 people there. The fuck? How did they camp detainees? High value prisoners. Um, I don't know who's in here. I have no idea actually. There's Muhammad Atta. Muhammad Attash is not getting the death penalty. The plea deal revoked by Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Plea deals transferred. Jesus, they still got this shit open? Oh my god, this guy looks crazy. He's got an eye patch. Okay. So they still got Guantanamo Bay open, so they need to close that. I think that what would be best if Cuba just raided the whole compound and killed all the soldiers there and set all the guys free. Just let them go run wild, do whatever they want. I don't care if they're innocent. I don't care if they're guilty. I'm sure most of them do not deserve whatever's going on in there, man. Um, but yeah, ideally Cuba would sort of just clean house because it's a right mess in there from what I've heard. I heard they got them playing Whitesnake on they play Whitesnake on repeat and they just to drive them crazy. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a wanderer, I was born to walk alone. Boom, boom, boom. And I've been so long. And they have them listen to that for 24 hours straight, and they're playing it on decibels volume so loud that it can rupture your eardrums, but just slightly below it so you don't go deaf. You just keep listening to Whitesnake on repeat, and you just go mad because they play that one song. They play they play that one fucking song. I don't know why they can't play you a whole album, but they just play that one song. I guess because they think it'll make you go crazy, but I don't know if a song could make me go crazy. I've listened. I mean, if you've worked retail or like, if you've worked retail or like any kind of service job where they play music, I think you've basically gone through the Whitesnake torture that they do in Guantanamo Bay. For context, if you don't know what Guantanamo Bay is, it's a detention camp where the U.S. illegally detains uh, high value targets and then tortures them for information or just for fun. Which there's a lot of leaked documents you can look into all this stuff. Whitesnake is a band, and they would play Whitesnake for hours on end to make these guys go crazy. But as I was saying, if you have worked in service or retail, you have basically underwent Guantanamo Bay torture. Because I think that bullshit ass song that's like, I don't want to go to sleep, I don't make a cup of coffee for your head. When that one was going crazy on the radio, I must have heard it about 300 times. In fact, I can look up popular songs 2018. Post Malone, Psych, Havana. That one was crazy. Although I think they were playing a year out. I think it's like a year. Uh, top songs on radio 2018. BB Rexa, Dua Lipa, Perfect, The Middle. What the fuck is this? I don't know these ones, but I'm certain that I've heard them. Girls like you and then girls like me. So I mean, you just go mad from this stuff. This one, that's French Montana. It's not playing the fuck. I'm trying to play this fucking shit that I want to play. That one did not play. What about this? The fuck? This one went dodeca platinum in. No, that's the wrong fucking song. Fuck sakes, man. I don't. Whatever. Point being, you just go crazy. They play it so many fucking times. It's on loop. You just go mad. We'd listen to 106. I don't even know what station it was. I think it was like Virgin Radio or something. I think it was one of those apps where you install the app and it just plays radio on repeat, but with no interruptions. and you would just go crazy. You'd lose your mind. You'd close your eyes and you would hear these songs playing. Songs play a lot in retail stores. Seven years ago, that's way too old. Is it? No, it's not. It's not too old. Uh, that's the way it is by Celine Dion. The fuck? The middle is literally from a Target ad and played nonstop. Can't not think of it. We're gonna listen to the middle. We're gonna see if that one drove me. If that one was playing. The middle song. Okay. What is this one? Oh my god, man, this one was fucked. If you have worked retail, this one's like a cognito hazard. The middle. I'm not joking. I think I listened to that song 800 times. I never committed the lyrics to memory, but there was like it was like you would just lose it. You'd completely just go blank. There was no there was no thought. You had to disassociate to survive. You couldn't be there and live. You had to put yourself somewhere else. When I in 2018, when I was working for this theater and they would play the middle, I would just have to sort of shut down mentally and my mind would have to go to listening to Plug Walk, the song where he goes, I don't even know how the fuck my plug dog. Plug walk. And I would have to go to that world and I would have to sort of imagine this dancing alien. I would imagine this dancing alien in my head while listening to Plug Walk, and I'd play the lyrics of Plug Walk over and over and over while I worked. The summer that I worked there, I probably listened to Plug Walk. I would just go home. I'd go home, and almost every time I went home, I'd listen to Plug Walk to calm down. And I probably listened to Plug Walk about 90 times. I don't know, maybe. Um, I worked more than 90 days, but it was just something I do frequently was listen to Plug Walk to decompress because that one that brought me peace in a lot of dark times was Plug Walk, specifically with the alien from the music video or just the dancing alien in general. I don't know why they play such repetitive music in these establishments. I guess because they're non-intrusive, relatively relaxing for a customer, and they have like a mild positive edge, but it's so like brain numbing that you're hitting the spam on this you're WM1. It's like TF2. It's like you're playing Pyro. You're straight WM1 on the middle, or the girls like you, like the boys like me, la 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 la, or there was more. I if you worked retail or service in like 2018, early 2019, late 2017, basically that like 2017 to 2019, that era, if you remember some of those songs, drop sound off in the comments cuz you know exactly what I'm talking about, that you completely go, it's like you turn psychotic. You're sitting there fantasizing about murdering customers. Somebody yells at you, and you think about just shoving their head into a carburetor or something crazy like that. I don't. Maybe you even did it too. I hope you didn't, but um, and I gotta live with you guys because I lied to you at the beginning of this episode. I said that I was trying out a new style, and that's why I'm wearing this beanie. But that's not true. It's because I didn't brush my hair. I had a shower a few hours ago, and then I was wearing headphones, so I had a gamer dent, and my hair was all crazy. So I was completely being dishonest with you, and I owe you an apology because that's fucked up. It's not right that I did that. So this is what my this is what my hair this is why I was wearing a toque. I'm not trying to look different. I like looking the same all the time. I like wearing the same shirt and pants. I like being like Homer. I want to wear a white shirt and blue pants every single day of my life. I don't ever want to change clothes. I want to look I want to be like a cartoon. I want to wear the same clothes every damn day. And I know that there are some cartoons where they're always changing clothes. Like Totally Spies. Every episode they'd show up, they'd be wearing a different outfit. Or like mm, I'm trying to think of other cartoons where they change clothes a lot. Bulma from Dragon Ball kind of cartoons where characters change clothes. um Bryce Face for one. Totally Spies. Steven Universe, even though Steven wears the same fucking clothes all the goddamn time. That's a load of bullshit. Sailor Moon, they were always wearing different fucking clothes. The Weekenders, they were always changing that shit up. As told by Ginger, that big ugly fucking oval head she was mixing it up too. WITCH, that one. Gem and the Holograms, Kim Possible, and the all grown up, consistent outfit changes. Why outfit changes work in the original Rugrats movies? They used to see the babies in the same clothing. Easily each of their babies' outfits, but decided to create new threads for the characters' outfits do repeat and look similar. So it's not... Yeah. So I don't want to be like Tommy Pickles and all grown up changing my outfit every 5 episodes. I want to be like SpongeBob. I want to wear that red tie, black brown pant, white shirt. I want to be like Patrick. I want to be like Patrick. He's wearing those shorts with like the weird amoeba on it. I want to be like Squidward in his brown shirt. I want to be like Mr. Krabs. I want to be like Plankton, naked. I want to be like Karen the computer, robotic. I want to be SpongeBob's dad, a cookie. I Sponge, he's a sponge, but he looks like a cookie. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I want to be somewhere in between, but that was it's been an interesting episode, and I hope you were entertained by it. I think that in the future we're gonna have to make every single episode 3 hours, maybe five. We are actually gonna have our 100th episode this year, this 2026, this coming year. But it's very exciting that we'll be having that this year. I think episode 100 will be like around December next year. I don't know. I'm sure somebody could figure that out. It's not hard math by any means. So, yeah, go ahead and figure that out. Also, what did I have for Christmas dinner? I had Chinese food. What did I have for Christmas morning? I had sausage and eggs. What did I have for Christmas snackies? I had taco dip and chips, peanut, the Nanaimo bar, ice cream. This was Christmas Eve and Christmas. Chocolate, and also apple pie, jubes, seafood, crab snack, and some other crap. But yeah. So that'll be it for this episode, guys. It was wonderful chatting with you. If this one wasn't your speed, next week Tyler will be back. We will have some straight disturbed shit to talk about. Next episode will be a disturbing Next episode will be disturbing. No lie. Fucking scary.